Confession cans, take 6.
I hate Germany. I want to crush them. I want to make them pay for what they did to France, and I want to take away Rhineland from them forever and create 2 new countries out of the Rhineland so they can be neighbors with Germany and I won't have to be. And there are 20 million Germans too many.
Confession cans, take 7.
Mamma mia, it's me, Vittorio Orlando. And I just don't want the Adriatic port. My people suffered many, and we got nothing. We just want the Adriatic port.
Confession cans, take 2.
Hello, my name is Woodrow Wilson, and all I want is peace throughout Europe and to end all wars. I plan to do this with my 14 points, especially the League of Nations, because all I want is self-determination for these European countries. Confession can take 3.
Top of the morning to you. Someone have a cup of tea for me, please? Thank you, Mom. This is very troubling times for England. France and America are fighting over this Treaty of Versailles thing, and as the Prime Minister of England, all I want is for my country to get what they deserve. We want reparations from Germany for what they've done, but they're one of our biggest trade partners. It's only fair that we keep them good company. And those Soviets and Russia, we can't let them go in over there. No. It's very troubling indeed.
Oh, hello, it's Woodrow Wilson, and today I'm going to be sharing some of my 14 points. First, we have no secret alliances. Then, no one owns seas. They are free for every nation. 1 international trade agreement. Only enough weapons to keep each nation safe. The colonies get to pick if they want to be colonies. Russia will decide what government they want. Belgium will continue to be a free nation. All French territories shall be freed and restored. True borders of Italy shall be reestablished, and Austria and Hungary will be free. But most importantly, we have the League of Nations. The primary goals were preventing wars through collective security and disarmament and settling international disputes through negotiation. Thank you.
So how do you think we should reborder these nations in Europe?
Well, I don't know. This Treaty of Versailles thing has screwed it all up. But I know this Austrian-Hungarian Empire is going to be split up.
It's gotta be.
Seriously, they're the reason the war began. So those are going to become 2 new countries. And I've heard there's going to be some Czechoslovakia kind of thing somewhere up in here. Gonna, be right inside of Germany.
And all these African colonies are now going to be redistributed to mostly France.
And Great Britain. But I think the biggest issue here is what are we going to do with this Ottoman Empire issue? With that collapse now, what are we supposed to do?
Well, I guess give the Middle Easterns what they want, or not.
Well, I know that Europe has already claimed some of these territories as their own, as has France, but I have heard that this Saudi Arabia and a Turkey is going to be made into free colonies, free countries.
All these ethnic groups mixing, though.
I know. This Yugoslavia is the biggest issue. There's Hungarians, there's Austrians, there's Bulgarians, there's Germans.
Slovakians, right?
It's going to be a tough issue. And seriously, this is the reason the war started in the first place. I don't think they're making it any better.
Is Poland a free country now?
I think so.
Rather than crushing Germany so freaking hard, the main concern on my list is what's going to happen to the Rhineland and Alsace-Lorraine. For one, Alsace-Lorraine belongs to France, and I don't care about the millions of Germans occupying it. They can leave, because it was once French and it will always be French, and it belongs to the people of France. And the Rhineland, for the protection of my country, needs to be split into 2 separate countries to act as a neighboring country in between me and Germany, so that they can deal with all the problems and I won't have to.
Right. But we need to do this in a non-violent way because all we need is peace in Europe. And the Treaty of Versailles was a bust, and the last thing that we need is more conflict.
Well, Germans shouldn't even really be alive, so that's not my problem.
People. We must be careful with what we do here. If we're too peaceful, this could happen again. But if we're too harsh, this could get worse. We must be careful with what we do here. Instead of making two separate nations for the Rhineland and say not giving French the Rhineland, how about we just demilitarize the Rhineland?
That would work. So, can I put my troops in the Rhineland?
Well, how about the US and I make an agreement, and we will help protect the French against any more future invasions from Germany, and say we will help put troops in the Rhineland for France, and if they ever get attacked, we might help them out. Do you think, Wilson, you could help us out here?
Yes, I do. I believe that that would be a good compromise, if we must compromise.
Do I have your word, Wilson?
Yes.
And you, Lloyd George?
Of course.
The French were never good at handshakes.
Oh,
Wilson?
you suck, George.
Oh, Wilson, you scoundrel.
Okay, but what do I get? I put like 900,000 men out there for you guys. So what does Italy get?
Orlando, I'm gonna be honest, I don't trust you. You are sneaky and all you want is attention.
All I want is the freaking Adriatic port. Just give me the Adriatic port.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I think,
Oh, sorry, do you want to say something, Clemenceau?
yes, you need to wait your turn, George.
Guys, keep it cool.
Whatever you say, Napoleon.
Oh, you think you're funny. So, we should take all Germany's money. As another point, I might add that they don't need anything. They don't need military. They don't need money. They don't need an economy. We should just kill them all.
Well, while I do agree with some of the militarization deductions, I believe Germany should have no submarines. Those things are very scary. But how much money were you thinking from taking from Germany?
All of it.
All of it.
And more.
Clemenceau, be reasonable here.
Fine, what do you suggest, Wilson?
Like 20 billion, maybe?
I don't think that's nearly enough.
What do you suggest? We gotta say a number, Clemenceau. You can't just say all of it.
Well, George,
To
suggestion?
reach a happy agreement between Wilson and Clemenceau, I suggest 33 billion. I think that's fair enough between your 20 billion and all of it. What do you say?
I guess.
That could work.
But what should we do with the military?
Clemenceau, they need at least a little military. They could have maybe 100,000 men?
And no volunteers.
That, yes.
That works.
Makes me
And
happy.
I have one request, no submarines.
That makes sense. They don't need them anyway.
All right.
All right.
I'm afraid we're gonna have to pay for this in 25 years' time. Oh, there goes my question.
Mamma mia, it's a me, Vittorio Orlando, and I just...
Confession cans, take 7.
Hello, I'm Woodrow Wilson, and I want world peace throughout Europe.
Top of the morning to ya.
Drop me bloody cane.
Other than crushing Germany so freaking hard.